Hey, welcome to my channel, A Square Pillow Isn't Square. Today our tip and technique is about invisible zippers. I'm going to show you how incredibly easy it is to put an invisible zipper in your pillow. Seems scary, seems intimidating. Oh my God, it's so easy. So that's what we're going to do today. There's two ways to do this. One involves 2 rows of stitching, and the other involves just pressing this zipper tape so that your roll is flatter. I've seen it done both ways. They are both perfectly acceptable. So I'm just going to show you both ways and you pick the one you like the best. Let's just start with the double stitching method. All you do is you line up your first 2 marks, and we are going to start by simply basting this tape on the bottom of the pillow. Line up your marks and just baste it down. As you can see, we're nowhere close to the edge of the tape right now. This is why it's a 2-stitch line method. You line up your marks, and we stitch it on. So what this first line of stitching does is it kind of acts like pins or extra fingers to hold this pillow, this tape in place, because what you're going to need to do if you choose not to press open your tape is you need to roll this tape open. And when you roll it open, it tends to want to pull the tape away from the pillow, so this is a way to just hold everything in place. I'm going to get real close here. When you unroll that tape, there's a line where the texture of the fabric changes, and then there's a fold line here where the tape is. What you want to do is you don't want to get so close that you're actually stitching on that line. If you get so close that you're stitching on that line, your zipper pull is not going to be free to glide up and down the tape. So you want to just go closer to this little line right here where my pin is, where the texture of the tape changes color. So we're just going to stop and start right at the point of our little mark here. And back tack a little bit. Don't go beyond your mark. Stay right there. And now that this is in place, it's pretty easy to unroll this and just run right along that edge there. And we'll stop at our mark and back tack. Let's check it. It glides nice and easily, but it's nice and close to that tape. So if you've decided that you want to use the method where you press open the teeth, then put your zipper right side down on your table and unroll this tape so that these teeth that are now rolling towards you are rolling downward. And what you're basically going to be doing is just pressing this crease. You want to use a low heat on your iron, and you want to not press the plastic teeth. Make sure they're facing down on the table. You see the difference between the two sides? And then we're going to go ahead and do the same thing on this side, if that's how you choose to do it. Okay, so now that you've got your zipper face down with one side sewn on, you're going to take the other side of your pillow, you're going to take the bottom, you're going to put it right sides together on your fabric, and you're simply going to line up the tape with your little marks. You can pin them in 3 spots if you want to. Flip it over. Now on this side I've pressed open my tape so I can show you the little bit of difference. You don't have to work so hard to roll this open now, and so you don't really need to do a basting stitch here. So on this side, since I've taken the time to press the zipper open, all I have to do is start and stop at my first mark. And stitch along that same spot. But as you can see here, I will have to use my fingers to hold it in place, but I don't really have to work very hard. This is already staying pretty flat since I've pressed it open. And I am just going to stitch along that same point as I did on the other side. Check it out. An invisible zipper. Super easy. Now all you have to do at this point, I don't need this anymore. Unzip your zipper a little bit. Pull this out of the way, and the point where you stopped and started your stitching, it's really easy to feel that with your thumb and finger. Just pull that zipper tape out of your way, pin your layers together. Do that on the other side. Don't need this anymore. See? Just pinch those layers together, pull your tape out of the way, put a pin in there, pin your pillow closed. Change to your regular foot at this point. Now just put your needle down at that little pinch point where you've put your pin. And here's where you want to do some good strong back tacks, because this is a stress point when you open and close your pillow, and you don't want to tear your seam. So I'll go back and forth a few times. And if you remember in my other videos, if you go beyond your stitching point and make a little intersection at your seam, you'll be able to pop that corner open really easily. At this point, I'm going to go back. I only opened my zipper a tiny bit when I first started putting my pillow together. I'm going to open it a little bit more before I finish. You want to make sure that you have enough room to get your hand in there and operate your zipper and turn your pillow right side out. If you forget to open your zipper and you sew this pillow all the way closed, you'll have no way to turn it right side out. So I went ahead and stopped. I opened that zipper a little bit more. I'm going to finish my pillow. What is that? Okay. And you, just like you started, you make sure you've got your zipper tape out of the way. You find that little pinch point right there where your tape stops and starts, and that's where you're going to want to stop and start your stitching. When you get to that point, just do a few strong back tacks and you're done. Let's turn it right side out and see what we have. Oh my gosh, y'all, look at that beautiful, perfect, invisible zipper. And it was so easy. If you liked what you saw in this video, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to press that little bell icon so you get notified every time I put a new video up. Thanks for watching and happy sewing.